Did you ever get called up to the principal's office or those types of
I'm
things?
elementary school all the time.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah, constantly, constantly. It just it just happens. I mean, when you're the biggest kid in the class, people are always going to egg you on, and that's just the way it is.
What
So
kind of disciplinarian were you on the drive home with the boys that you had to pick up from school?
it was difficult. I didn't do a lot of it because my husband was usually the one that was at home because he worked out of his home. But I would get a call and I would go in, and it was you're just like, you give them the same speech all the time. You just can't do this. So, they would have something taken away. There weren't any cell phones then. So you would take their favorite programming away, or they couldn't go and visit friends on the weekend or whatever. So there was always a consequence.
Hmm.
Um, when they got older, the consequence was, and it wasn't hitting anybody, but it was like skipping out of school, or not doing what they should be doing in school, or talking back to a teacher, and things like that. So we would make them do hard labor. My
Ah,
favorite one was in the spring, when the snow would thaw. I would wait for one of them to do something bad, or they would fight each other, and I say, "Okay, go out in the backyard and pick up the harvest from the dog all winter long." So
I've never heard it put quite like that. The harvest from the dog.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So it was stuff like that. It was always something that was difficult. They'd have to do a little bit more landscaping or something like that. Just something that would they'd have to think about it the next time they did it. But
Yeah.
um, they're boys. Boys